know Cam Haynes, right? My buddy Cam.
Yeah.
His brother almost got killed by a mountain lion. Crazy story. He put it on his Instagram the next day. Like he talked about the story, what happened. He was running, and there was a mountain lion in the bushes. And at first he thought it was a coyote. He just saw the eyes. He yelled, and then stood up, and he realized it was a cat. And it started running after him. And he's running at night. It's in California. And he kicked rocks at it. He screamed at it. And ultimately, there's some dogs barking, and he thinks maybe the dogs barking scared the mountain lion off him. But he said it was like, I couldn't have used, his quote, he said, I couldn't have used bear spray even if I had it because it would have got on me. That's how close it was. Said it was right there, like right on him. Said it was the most scared he's ever been in his life.
I've seen that video of the guy tracking backward.
Oh, yeah.
As it's coming toward him.
It's coming, swinging.
Hey.
The only thing that gives me comfort about that video, if I was there, is like that thing just wants to scare me. It's not trying to kill me. It wants to scare me. That's a mother that's trying to get you away from the cubs. Because the way it's doing it, it's throwing its arms in the air in a very intimidating way. If an animal was trying to kill you, it wouldn't do that. It'd be running full clip at you and just dive on your neck. That's the difference between a cat that wants to kill you and something that's trying to scare you off. So the problem is you're backing up, right? And the instincts of these predators. Like if you throw a ball of yarn by a kitten, they dive on that ball of yarn. They can't help themselves. And that's the thing about you backing up or even you running. It's like you're exciting their prey drive.
Yeah, they're going to keep tracking
Right.
you.
So they tell you to stand tall and be loud and make a lot of noise. But there's a fine line between you being a threat and then them being scared off. Like you being something they have to deal with, depending upon the distance between each other. That's the thing.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever had any run-ins with?
I have never had like an encounter like that, but I did in the wild see an enormous mountain lion once. But fortunately, it was from inside of a truck. Yeah. Me and my friend Colton, we were in Utah. We were taking this turn, and it was at dusk. So the sun was setting, and he stops the truck, and he goes, "Look at that cat." And I go, "Where?" And we'll look over, and I see the glowing eyes. From the setting sun, the glowing eyes are reflecting underneath this tree, and it's got this pumpkin head, this big these mandible muscles that just crush things, and these massive forearms, and it's just sitting. It's a big cat, man. Like I've seen 2 other mountain lions before, but they were small. They were like a dog-sized. This thing was fucking big.
Do you reckon you'd be able to take a dog-sized mountain lion, or are you still dead?
You're dead. Yeah, I mean a cat-sized cat might fuck you up. A house cat might fuck you up. A bobcat might fuck you up. A mountain lion will kill you. You know, you'd have to be an extraordinary person with weapons to survive a mountain lion hand-to-hand fight. You'd have to be an extraordinary person who's really fighting to survive, and you don't panic at all. You have to be willing to stay calm. This thing's going to tear your arms apart. It might tear your face apart.
What are the basic? I mean, you hunt all the time, and you do. Was it like end of September? You went and did another big one last year.
Yeah, elk hunting. Yeah.
You must have been given whatever the safety briefing that you have at the start of an aircraft taking off is of, hey man, if you see a this, if you see a this, or if you see a this, these are the ways that you're supposed to behave.
No, we don't get any safety briefings.
But you must have learned it in the past, right? As a part of
the safety briefing. Carry a gun. Bring a gun with you.
Point at a big scary thing.
Even if you're bow hunting, carry a pistol. Especially if you're in bear country. If you're in bear country, you can't depend on this mist making their eyes hurt, keeping them off of you, because it might not work.
We'll just run through it.
Yeah, there was a recent case in BC where a bear mauled 11 people, and they used bear spray on it. It didn't work. It's real. I think it was a teacher protecting his students. So shout out to that teacher. He got fucked up. But they tried bear spray. Bear spray's not effective. My friend John, who lives up in Alberta, he used bear spray on a grizzly once. He said it walked right through it like it was nothing.
Is bear spray basically like hardcore pepper spray?
Yeah,
right.
It's like vicious pepper spray. But you're just going to get a mad bear, you know?
Why don't they make more hardcore bear spray then?
It's as hardcore as it gets without killing you.
Right.
You know, if it gets on you.
If it's that noxious,
it's
then
just
you're
supposed
dead.
to be a deterrent. And sometimes it can work. Like sometimes maybe they're just curious and you spray them and they're like, fuck this guy, and they get out of there. But maybe sometimes no, you know, because it's like tasing a guy. You ever see a guy get tased and they just fucking
run through it?
There's guys who get tased and they just go stiff, and they fall down. And I've seen other guys get tased where they rip it right out of their arm. 4 people, including children, were hospitalized. A teacher on crutches, a second adult with bear spray, and a third person who punched and kicked a grizzly despite serious injuries are being praised for their actions. Saved a school group attacked by a bear near Bella Coola, British Columbia. 4 people, including the children, were hospitalized Thursday after a bear attack on students and teachers in the Nuxwalk First Nation while out on a school trip near the, boy, I'm going to fuck this up, Akwalta school east of the remote community. Oh, so it was a very remote place. Yeah. Bear spray didn't do anything, man. He said, look, nothing phased it, didn't do anything to the bear. 2 cans of spray in the eyes of the animal. Look at that. They said the teacher unloaded 2 cans of bear spray into the eyes of the animal, and it didn't do anything.
It blows my mind that people who have been through something that scary.
When the kids were getting attacked, one of my cousins who had his skull ripped ran towards the bear and jumped on it with his bare hands. Holy shit.
It's pretty hardcore.
That's hard. Well, that's primal life. You know, that's survival in like a real situation where your language goes away. Like
Another
you're down
lady,
to
a teacher with crutches was whacking it, hitting it in the eyes, the face, the head for minutes, and then the bear finally. Imagine being on crutches.
Oh my god. You have it's just survival. It's so reptilian. It's like a savage moment.
That's what blows my mind about these situations where emotions are running so high, how people are able to come back with any kind of memory at all.
Right.
Because
that's true. Yeah.
amount of adrenaline just completely warps people's memories.